Hello and welcome to Econ with Wes. In this video, I am going to be introducing you to the concept of production possibility curves. Production possibility curves can also be known as production possibility frontiers or production possibility boundaries. Okay, so let's explore production possibility curves. As I've said, they can also be called production possibility boundaries or production possibility frontiers, but they are the same thing. Okay, so here we have a diagram with two axes, and each axis is labeled good X and good Y. Okay, now these could be any two goods that are produced within an economy or produced by a firm. Okay, some resources will refer to these two goods as consumer goods and capital goods. Okay, but like I said, they can be any two goods. It could be apples, it could be pears, it could be cars and motorcycles. Okay, so for the sake of the video, for the example we're going to use in the video, we are going to look at two possible goods that can be produced by the economy, and that is bread and cakes. Okay, so we're going to look at bread and cakes. Okay, so production possibility curves can be done from the perspective of an economy, but also can be done from the perspective of a firm. If the economy produces at any point on the PPC, any point on the PPC, this is the PPC, the curve is the PPC. If the economy produces at any point on the PPC, it means it is using all of the available resources, all of the available factors of production. Okay, so basically, if the economy is producing on the PPC, it is using all of the land available, all of the labor available, all of the capital available. Okay, it is using all of the factors of production available. If the economy produces at any point on the PPC, then all of the available resources are being fully utilized. Okay, and if this is the case, if the economy is using all of the factors of production available, then it is achieving its maximum potential output. Okay, all of the resources are being fully utilized, fully employed, and if that is the case, then the economy is achieving its maximum potential output. Okay, right. So however, if the economy is producing at any point to the left of the PPC, let's say here at point A, okay, but it could be at any point to the left of the PPC, at any point to the left of the PPC, if the economy is producing at any point to the left of the PPC, then it means that not all of the available resources are being fully utilized. This means that there will be some spare capacity of resources. There may be some natural resources, land, human resources, labor, man-made resources, capital that are not being used. So therefore, the gap between A and the PPC represents the resources that are not being used. In other words, we can say the spare capacity of resources. And this might mean, for an example, there might be a degree of unemployment. There might be some labor unemployed. Well, if there are some quantity of labor unemployed, then they're not being utilized. And therefore, the economy is not going to produce its maximum potential output. Okay. Also to note at this stage, at point A, if we just draw some lines here, this is showing us the actual output produced within the economy. This is showing us the actual output, okay? The output, the amount of bread and cakes that are actually being produced. So at point A, we can see 10 units of bread and 10 units of cakes are being produced, okay? Now, if all of the resources were being utilized, then the economy would be producing on the PPC. Let's just label this point D, 20 units of bread and 20 units of cakes could be produced, okay? So here we can see that if all of the resources were being used, then the economy would be producing on the PPC at point B, for an example. And if this was the case, then the economy would be producing 20 units of bread and 20 units of cakes. However, if the economy is at producing at point A, it means that not all of the resources are being fully utilized. So then the actual output would be 10 units of bread and 10 units of cakes, okay? The next question is, can the economy produce at any point to the right-hand side of the PPC? Can it produce at any point to the right-hand side of the PPC? Well, the answer is, in the short run, in the short term, no. The PPC represents all of the resources that are available. So currently, there are simply not enough resources available for the economy to produce at any point to the right-hand side of the PPC. It is unobtainable. It is not possible, okay? Because the economy doesn't have enough resources available to produce beyond its maximum potential output. Okay, so here we can see then it is not possible for an economy to produce at any point to the right of the PPC in the short run. Producing at any point to the right of the PPC is unobtainable in the short run. Okay, and producing at any point to the right of the PPC is unobtainable in the short run with the current quantity and quality of the factors of production available. Okay, now that's key. With the current quantity and quality of the factors of production available, it is not possible to produce at any point to the right-hand side of the PPC. Okay, I hope you found the video on production possibility curves interesting and useful. If you did, please like and subscribe to this channel. Look out for future content videos, and thank you very much for watching.